I got Windows, I got a monitor, more Windows. It is a window. What I got here is a Windows Line software installed on the original computer for this P811, but this is not what I want to do with this machine. I do still have the software, but it doesn't work because it doesn't have the rest of the stuff. And my intention with this thing is something different. I'm converting this cabinet to be a C111 cabinet, in which I'm going to include the C111 microprocessor or the microcontroller board that powers the uh, the C111 Lime machine. C111 works. It was one of the first ones that used the menu type screen that you can actually select with buttons the functions that you needed to do to get alignment done. And it was evolving and evolving until they got to be, Windows based, and I don't know what they have nowadays. The C111 came out around 1982 and 84, something like that. And how am I going to get a microprocessor or microcontroller board to work on a modern LCD screen? How can I actually get, instead of a CRT, which I got over there, uh, power or transmit the signals to actually see the screen right here on this modern monitor? Well, the solution for that is going to be with a uh, video signal converter, the industrial type that I have here. And then I can do it two ways. I'm going to use um, a TV card that used to be popular during the 90s to be able to see broadcast TV or a VCR or whatever right into a screen on your computer. It's called a Honestick TVR, and I got the screen here open. Let me show it to you. And here is the screen. Here's a window. And what you see here is part of the menu of this uh, converter that I got here. If I move with the buttons, you can see that it selects the different menu items up and down. Now, there's a problem with this converter. I was experimenting in the past with a D111, and I hooked up the wires wrong, and I burned the circuit inside the PC board here inside this converter. And I tried to fix it. It burned a chip, so I ordered it and replaced it, but there's still something else wrong. As you can see, all those lines, they're not supposed to be there. And also, if I select to exit and save here, nothing happens. That it just doesn't respond anymore. Now, the problem with that board, since it's an industrial type, it costs $200. And it's very popular to actually make the LCD monitors uh, to work with all CNC machines and industrial base. And the reason it does that is because it can uh, auto select the different frequencies for the different input on that goes into the box, because the older style, either CNC or um, alignment machines or anything like that, they work on a very low frequency, 12 kilohertz to 15, 20 kilohertz. And these modern screens work in a higher frequency. So you need one of these boxes. Now, you can see here it's not very clear. I got it selected on two different channels. One of it right now is on a composite, and this is a separate video, and the quality is not that good. I think it works better on the composite with the RCA cable. Anyway, but that's what the um, what the window looks like. If I connect the C111 to this to this box, it would put this C111 screen right here on the on the window. Now I got it two ways. The other way is that I got a switch right here, and it's just a VGA switch, two-channel switch. So if I select channel B, there you can see that the screen is a lot better quality, and you can still see the the screen from this uh, converter. That it works exactly the same, but now I got the whole screen. So I'm planning to install this switch somewhere in here in the cabinet. So when I want to select either, having a better quality screen, then it'll be okay. Or if I select Windows or the computer, then I can probably use it to, maybe if I print directly to a zero port monitor in the computer, then I can actually see it happening while I'm doing it. I don't want this machine to actually work in a shop because I'm done with that. But I want to keep it as a souvenir for all these years of doing alignments using the C111. That I wouldn't change it for a modern one. So in order for me to complete, the modification, I'm gonna have to buy another of these converters, and it kind of hurts. It's $200. I need to sell something else to be able to afford it. But once I do that, then I can hook it up to the C111 board, and we all can see it on the screen because I've done it before, so I know it works. So this is how this restoration and modification is coming along. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.